It isn't often the National Hockey League has connections in Montana, but during the organization's virtual draft recently, the Vegas Golden Knights found themselves in the Treasure State, enjoying that draft in the war room on owner Bill Foley's ranch just outside of Deer Lodge. MTN Sports had a chance to tag along and find out more about Foley's impact both down in southwest Montana and on the property he owns up in Whitefish as well in our latest MontanaSports.com original, One Montana Night.
Well, I grew up in the Texas Panhandle, and we came from a ranching family in the Texas Panhandle. And so I love the outdoors. I love the wide open spaces, riding and shooting and fishing and everything you do in the outdoors as a kid and as an adult. So my goal was always to have a cattle ranch. So I loved Montana, and this ranch became available. So I put together some other people, and we bought this place, and it was nothing. It was a bunch of old buildings, and it was at that time 85,000 acres and about 3,000 head of cattle, cow-calf operation. I loved it, and I loved the creeks, and so this became kind of another home for me.
As you can see, it's a spectacular property, especially when the weather permits. But it's a 30,000 acre working cattle ranch that Bill Foley has turned into a top 100 golf course. Beyond that, you can ATV, UTV, fly fish, whitewater raft, go shooting, play tennis, go to the pool, have tacos at the pool, enjoy the dining establishment as well. So it's not just a golf destination now, it's really a family-wide destination. Just seeing the golf course and the mountains here, when you have those wide open spaces like we do here, it makes it special just to see and experience that, especially in nature. So you could be out at the pool one day and you're looking at snow in the mountains or fishing or rafting, and you're just able to experience all that and its beauty. He is definitely the mayor, the celebrity. He's the boss man here for sure, but he's Bill, right? I mean, he always emphasizes that. He comes in jeans and a t-shirt, and he hangs out and he talks to our members. He talks to, just like he talks to our fans in Vegas. But he's just Bill when he's here, and he just wants to golf and hang out and enjoy his property here.
What's special about it to me is it takes me back to where I was as a kid, from a ranching family. And by the time I was spending time in Amarillo and Goodnight, we really didn't, the ranch had been gone a long time, but we still had access to ranching land. And so it was just all about going back to my roots. Because my great uncle was the first captain of the Texas Rangers, and my great grandfather was the second captain, and they were depicted in Lonesome Dove. So that heritage has always made me a Westerner and want to be in wide open spaces.
I like to think it's the mountain. Early on, when I first got here in 2007, which was a couple years after Bill had bought the mountain, we really looked at him as the savior, honestly. I mean, he was, I guess to maybe a bad pun, but he was our knight. He came in and like I said, he put a lot of money into this place just on faith, and it's paid off.
Well, I'm glad that's a nice compliment, because when I first got involved in the mountain about 13 or 14 years ago, it was like, well, here's another outsider coming in, he's going to destroy our mountain. he's not gonna let us ski there anymore. And I never said anything on TV or in the press, but I knew what I was going to do. The mountain was in financial trouble, so I garnered some resources, and we just started improving the mountain year after year after year, putting more new ski runs in, building the new base lodge, rebuilding all the restaurants, rebuilding the top of the mountain. I mean, we just have done things every year, and we keep on doing them. Probably 8, 9 years ago, I considered selling the mountain, and then there was an uproar. You can't sell the mountain. So, well, you didn't used to like me, but now you do it. What's the deal? But I love the mountain. It's really a great ski mountain. We can have certain days that are blue sky, and it's unbelievable. We get generally 350 inches of powder a year. Almost every night it snows a few inches. So every morning there's fresh powder. So it is a beautiful mountain. It really is.
Tourism is the draw to Whitefish, for sure. It's the economy. We play a big role in that, certainly in the wintertime and in the summertime as well. Bill's impact has been significant. When he bought the majority share of the mountain, we were a break-even proposition at best. And he put a lot of money in up front that allowed us to do things like high-speed chairlifts, which are very expensive, and the Space Lodge that you see behind me, which was very expensive. And that was huge upfront investment. But in the last 10, 12 years, it's been year after year of steady reinvestment. And that's the kind of thing that keeps people coming back year after year and allows you to grow and has allowed us to really have a positive economic impact on the community. And a world-class ski destination. I mean, we're ranked number 3 in the country by Ski Magazine. 15 years ago, we weren't even on the list. Whitefish has maintained that sense of character and that sense of community over the years. And sure, there's a lot of people with a lot of money who have invested in the area and who live and have second homes, but they tend to be a little bit more understated. It's not like some parts of the country where people want to go show off all their money. Whitefish is a place where you can be at the saloon downtown next to somebody with a ton of money and nobody even knows the difference.
Well, I'm a recluse, really. I'm shy and I'm a recluse. So when people thank me for bringing hockey to Las Vegas or doing things to the mountain or opening restaurants, I'm doing it because for me it's fun and I'm trying to improve things. I don't do it for accolades. The accolades are really irrelevant to me. I really don't care. And so I get uncomfortable when I get too many people saying how great I am, because I know I'm just a common guy. I'm fortunate and I've made a little bit of money in my time, and I love fixing things and making them better. So that's all I'm about, really. And I really love my golf game, which is terrible. So.
You can find more on that story with Foley, that impact that he's had in Deer Lodge and Whitefish, both financially and otherwise, calling the Treasure State one of his main homes now. That's over at montanasports.com. Plus, stay tuned at the end of the month. Our sister station in Las Vegas will have a full special with Bill Foley, the impact in Las Vegas, bringing the Golden Knights, the first professional sports organization, to Sin City. Plus, chatting with some of the folks around the Treasure State about his help here as well. Richie Melby, MTN Sports.